Alright. Psychic predictions for 2021. Let's get this show on the road. I'll start off locally and then make my way to the... Wow. Alright. Locally, what's going on? The positive news is that people are beginning to be more honest about finances and various bits and pieces like that, which is good. I am absolutely rapt about that, so that's all good and coming along just nicely at this stage. Companies may even get their books balanced by the end of the year 2021, which is nice. It's just telling you guys to go off and have a massive holiday and enjoy. Now, the downside is, you better believe it, lot of cheating going on. What? I'm not going to say who or why or where. Reality is, we know it's going on, various bits and pieces, blah, blah, blah. Honesty's the best meeting, and that's the best policy, and people are going to get sprung in 2021, so stay tuned for that. We know it's happening, it's serious, and we want it to stop. On a more positive note, if you watched my predictions on the earlier take on the one I did before about the number one AFL draft pick tonight, I said there'll be a bit of a bit. That would be correct. More positive news is the Royals will have another baby this year. I feel is coming up in mid-late December. They will pass the torch down to they will charge the torch down to Will, and I think even Kate will get a bit of a boost in her status, so good on Will and Kate, and Will will be the next King of London, so stay tuned for that. New cars to be released out in 2021, so stay tuned to that. Many changes, many features, totally badass. And also a new type of aircraft may be released to replace the 747s that have been into retirement, which is a very special aircraft. When we go down to Melbourne Airport in the next 3 or 4 years, so I'll definitely be trying to spot some 747s, so don't you worry about that. Best game of the year for 2021 is Doom. There's no denying that. I've been playing through Cyberpunk, and you know what, it's not bad. We might actually do some Cyberpunk stuff on the channel and various bits and pieces and see where that sort of goes to. And oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, I've ordered the PS5. That's coming in March, so that's all good. Definitely want to play Ratchet and Clank on the PS5. That's going to be awesome. And Horizon Zero Dawn, that's another one that's going to be taken back. So they're two games right there that I'm really looking forward to playing and putting it on to my channel. And a shout out to my viewers. I've noticed an increase in status from the channel, so massive shout out, thank you. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's try and get to 500,000, and I'll work my fucking ass off to try and get this to speed up, so to speak. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. The winner of the AFL Football Premiership this year will be it either come down to two teams, or either come down to the Brisbane Lions or Richmond Football Club. Again, the Richmond Football Club are just a bunch of freaks. Just ask Dustin Martin. He's probably one of the best players of all time. We'll get up there with Gary Ablett's standard of football. Don't you worry about that. Now, the winner of the baseball this year will be the Cleveland Indians. I've got a feeling that their side is looking pretty good and pretty damn sharp. I've got a feeling that they'll want another crack at winning that flag. And the other team that looks really good this year too is the LA Dodgers. They may even go back to back. Basketball this year. The LA like Angeles, I think that's what it's called. They will win it, so that will be that. Now, oh yeah, the DC Universe will make a new movie out this year, which will be totally badass. And also, you might see one of your favourite WWE divas coming back and making a re-entrance in the DC Universe, as in playing in Black Widow. Is there a new Superman film coming out? Most definitely talking about that, so all that may be in works. There might be a new Croft open world game for the PS5, which sounds incredibly exciting. I'm looking forward to when they show the trailer release on that. There might be another burger being released from McDonald's, so stay tuned for that. Now see how we're going for time. 7 minutes. Alright. My camera just works on for 7 minutes and 19 seconds, as you know, and I'm just being mindful of how much time that we have left, because there's so much that we need to discuss. Also too, there's a new song that Bees released out in this year, which is going to be a #1 hit, so get excited about that. So yeah, there are things to look out for this year, which will be a good year. Now, COVID updates, I did say in March, various bits and pieces, they will find a vaccine or a vaccine cure, but they might actually have to find two before the world goes back to normal, because there's two different parts for the vaccine to be discovered and re-cured, so people will be working their backside off to find that. 2019, 2021, just channeling. Cars, planes, games, CDs, movies. Yeah, just getting back to the movies just quickly, there'll still be a lot of flunks in the movies because of COVID and various bits and pieces. We actually boycotted Wonder Woman as a result from that, because of how bad Wonder Woman is and various bits and pieces. And not only that too, a lot of charitable organisations are going to get sprung in 2021. Didn't mean to sound like a dickhole, but I told you so. That's another prediction for 2021. We've had enough. It's about time let's say Michael came in and smashed it out of the park and fixed up these issues that we have with this charitable organisation. So I won't go into too much details because that's a video by itself. We know how bad the situations can get, so we just do our pretend. It's almost like in Dexter Morgan where you go into pretend mode and pretend like there's really nothing going on, where reality is there's stacks of it going on. So it's global, it's not in our own backyard, we understand that. So from a local percent, that's it. So you will see some Cyberpunk gameplay being played on our channel. I'm playing through it first to see if it can be done, and that's where I might do that for a lot of my games now, is play it through first to find out, to see if it's humanly possible for it can be defeated, because these games are just so challenging and so hard to complete that we are that's why it's taking 4 weeks for it to be uploaded and various bits and pieces like that. So hopefully we can get through Cyberpunk, which is very good, and Bash Brothers, I've been playing that on my Switch, so if I could get those 2 games done plus Super Mario, we're on a roll before we even get to Ratchet & Clank and Horizon Zero Dawn. So there's 4 games I've mentioned right there, and we might even play some Dark Souls 2. Work's going really, really well. I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy with the customers' feedback for the moment. We are incredibly tired, mind you, so there might even be a bit of a break in February if the borders are open. People are screaming for them to be open, and it's just a chaos between New South Wales and Victoria at the moment. We understand that. With relationships and various bits and pieces, people are going to find out on who their real life partners and various bits and pieces are meant to be with. I know who I should be with. It's taken me, I don't know, 38 years to figure it out. So we know about that now, so we'll just sit there and wait and various bits and pieces. So yeah, see how we're going for time. 13 minutes and 14 seconds, that's not too bad. The most anticipated game I'm looking forward to next year would have to be Ratchet & Clank. That game just looks to be fun. That reminds me. A new planet to be discovered by NASA, whether if they reveal it to the world or not, or various bits and pieces, you'll have to wait and see. Many alien life forms may be discovered this year as well, so that's another thing to be worried about in various bits and pieces. I mean, even with the mobile phones and various bits and pieces, we've noticed that contacts have been missing in various bits and pieces. Oh shit, how do we get this contact back? It's not lying there. Well, why was it gone to begin with in the first place? Well, that's, you know. So, yeah. So that's to be seen in 2021. Well, I can't believe. Yeah, it's incredible. Not only that, we may even play some Last of Us 2 and Final Fantasy 7 just to finish those off. We'll see on how we go in various bits and pieces. So we are going to be quite busy with the YouTube channel, which is quite good in various bits and pieces. So, yeah. Oh, not only that too, keep an eye out for Ghost Adventures. They are going to do a lot of episodes this year, so stay tuned for that. And one of the crew members may even get a possession, so stay tuned. Charmed reboot, that's another thing to keep an eye out for. As I said, the original Charmed movie was the best series ever, so yep. Yeah, so that's all good. Secondly, followed by Seinfeld, and that's just Seinfeld's just funny as all hell. I mean, I just get on a Seinfeld show and I just start laughing my head off. So it's pretty funny and pretty entertaining, and makes the time fly by just so much quicker. Also, I'm hearing there might be a new Monopoly game being produced, so that might be for the PS4 or PS5, so that might be alright. So, and also too, there might be a new aircraft being refueled as well, so stay tuned for that. And the Sydney Swans football team may bring out a women's league this year, so that's very exciting as well too. So that's another prediction that's come forward to fruition. See how we're going. And we'll leave it at that.